grades were, if you were writing home.
Bryant was a man of seeming contradictions. The coach who drove you to exhaustion, who demanded more than you thought you could give. But he was also the most compassionate person.
In 1974, Bryant would confront a much more serious situation. In a game against TCU, the cruel fate of a single horrific play brought him into the life of Kent Waldrop.
A play came in that called for me to carry the ball around right in on a sweep play. The coaches specifically said, get outside quick. So instead of playing the blocking the way it may have been, I just sprinted outside as fast as I could. And when I turned the corner, there was nothing but a sea of Alabama jerseys. I ducked my shoulder and hit the first couple of players. They were pushing me, and a player who had been blocked and was on the ground threw a roadblock into my legs. And when he did it, I came down head first. As soon as my head hit in the position that I landed, it snapped my neck, and I was instantly paralyzed.
It's one of the few times that we writers can talk about remembering Coach Bryant with tears in his eyes. He was extremely upset and moved by that.
Coach Bryant was at the hospital all the time. He was there when I was going through surgery. He was there lots of times where he would never come into my room, just stand in the hall and talk with my parents, and they said he must have cried every time he came. Now, whenever he came into the room and stood over me, you know, there was never a tear. It was always, hey boy, how much longer are you gonna lay there? You know, we want to get you back up.
Bryant, at that point, was in his 60s. He was mellower, and he became a big figure in Kent Waldrop's life.
Nobody expected Coach Bryant, the University of Alabama, and the whole state of Alabama to react the way they did. They truly adopted me as if I was one of their own. They raised money for my rehabilitation. They bought my first van. Coach Bryant told my parents that as long as he was alive, I was one of his boys. My whole family appreciates that and is grateful. That's a story that I've told my boys, and hopefully they'll pass on, because it is truly one of the unique relationships I'll ever have in my life.
Beautiful flag I'm holding here. The Alabama football team was national champions in 1980. I want a good person. I want one that wants the education. I want one wants to get a degree. I want one that has some pride and has a genuine desire to excel. Every day trying to be a little better person. And every day trying to be a little better football player. And if they do that, they're going to do pretty well. And they're going to be better in all three areas of life, which is spiritual, mental, and physical. We tell them, and I mean this, that we want somebody that's special.
Runs him down. Takes the ball away.